The stage was set, the lights were bright, and the audience was buzzing with anticipation. But behind the scenes, a plan was being hatched that would change everything.
Josh, you okay?
Josh was sitting on the couch flipping through a comic book when Becca burst into the living room looking pale and tired, clutching her stomach.
I feel terrible, Josh, like really bad. My throat hurts and I have a fever. I don't think I'll make it to the talent show.
Concern flickered in Josh's voice. Josh, Mom's gonna flip.
Mom doesn't know yet. But Josh, I have to perform. If I don't, I'll lose the scholarship. My dream will be gone. Please. Josh, what do you mean, have to perform? You're not even going to make it to the show if you're this sick. I know, but... Josh, you know how people say we look alike? And we sound the same when I sing, right? I need you to go in my place. You can dress up as me and no one will even notice.
Josh stared at her, his brain struggling to process the idea. Josh, I don't know, Becca.
Please, Josh. You're the only one who can do this. You're my only hope. You're my twin when it comes to looks, but you to look exactly like me to fool everyone. Just for one night.
What's going on?
Mom entered the room looking concerned. Becca sat up, still looking sick but determined.
Mom, I can't go to the show. I'm way too sick. But Josh is going to take my place. He's going to dress as me.
What? Becca, that's ridiculous. Josh can't just...
Please, Mom, I to be there. I'll lose the scholarship if I don't perform. You know how important this is to me.
Mom looked between her two kids, sighing deeply.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this, but I'll help. If Josh is willing, we'll make it work. But we'll need to get to work right now. Josh, wait, what do you mean, make it work? We've got some tricks up our sleeves. Let's get you into Becca's clothes first, and we'll figure the rest out later.
Despite her illness, Becca managed a weak smile.
Thanks, Mom. How do I look?
Perfect. Now for the voice. We've practiced your singing already, right?
Okay, I'll try. But if I mess up, everyone's going to know.
You'll be fine. Just focus on the music and the lyrics. And if anyone asks, just smile and pretend like nothing's different.
The evening came too quickly. Josh found himself backstage at the talent show, dressed as Becca, feeling more nervous than he ever had in his life. His heart was racing as he could hear the crowd slowly filling the auditorium. He was supposed to walk on stage in just a few minutes.
Remember, just be Becca.
Josh stepped onto the stage. The spotlight hit him, and for a second he almost froze. But then, he took a deep breath, just like Becca would have, and began to sing. His voice wasn't perfect, no one could replace Becca's, but he sang with all his heart. He could feel the crowd reacting, their eyes glued to him. They thought it was Becca. They didn't know that it was her little brother doing his best to save her dream. When the final note rang out, Josh let out a sigh of relief, and the audience erupted into applause. Josh smiled, his heart still pounding, but the weight was lifted. He had done it. He had pulled it off. Later, when Becca's name was called as the winner of the scholarship, Josh looked over at his sister, who was now back home resting, a smile on her face. She didn't need to know how nervous he had been. All that mattered was that she had made it, and it was all because of her brother's wild idea. Josh had saved Becca's future. And Becca? Well, she'd always have a story about the time her brother became her for a night.